What a nightmare. Maybe. Accelerated stability, you see. You move forward, it moves back to meet you. You hit a bump, it moves back to meet you. You hit bumps in succession, it moves back to meet you. And what happens then? You're hitting the pads and hitting the pads and hitting the pads. That's not a good flow. Maybe it's harder to over torque. Nope. That was an over torque. So nope. It can. I just thought in my mind, maybe. Because I was climbing the other day. I was like, oh yeah, maybe if you're climbing and it comes towards you and you push against it, but you're at the wrong angle. Actually at the wrong angle. Like here. I don't know. I guess the benefit is not being on your toes. So then you can push with your shins. So I was thinking of changing the pads, and I was thinking of putting on some other pads that maybe I could use with my shins, but I can use my shins on this. And I can even do it gently, so that I don't have to worry about hard torquing to death. Because I mean, still, well, I guess at zero speed, I really don't have it in me though. I'm not much of a over torquing flicker. Oh, dead end. Dead ends. And the battery side, half the battery, man. And I still have plenty to go. That was 58 kilometers an hour, I could hit 70. Where did all the batteries sag to? Wouldn't surprise me if there as well, the wheel has to work more to keep everything upright, or worse than upright, hitting you. That will cost a lot of power. feels decent at these speeds on a smooth road. That's fine. Maybe off-road. Maybe off-road, it's amazing. Because every time you hit a root, you'll smack into the pad. You get amazing torque. Almost 6 p.m. Thought I'd go out and get some sun. Find some fun. And no matter how much you move for someone, you can never move enough. There you go. He was probably waiting to see which way I was going, left or right, before drinking his 5 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot long leash. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I forgot. That should be. Yeah, I'm using my bell less and less. That's interesting to test on as well. Decent. This all. I found such a nice beach volley section yesterday. It was insane when I bumped into Lucas. And I mean, a rock like this, he would just climb it. Something like this. That looks pretty steep, bro. But no one remembers a coward. God damn, man. God damn. I think my inner thigh is sweating. Wait a second, that's not sweat. Peed my pants. Let's measure that angle. 40. Somewhere between 35 and 40. Great. My wheel tipped. I'm afraid to drop my wheel. And it's like, had it up here, just fell on its side. Great. So yeah, no grunt on the climb. Went up nicely. And this is the kind of climb that I don't do. So it's the kind of climb where the wheel is stronger than me, you know? My mental fortitude. Emotional damage. But it's funny, you know, not wanting to go up that kind of slope because you're afraid that you're gonna fall down attached to the wheel and so on, and then you don't know, you know, Are you supposed to rip it up there? Or are you supposed to take it slowly, or somewhere in between? Somewhere in between, maybe. Hello, Mr. Penis Head. But yeah, a lot of people swear by this stability mode. And when I did my 3 miles, I just parked the wheel and went to the store, and I was like, I need to revert the firmware and go back to the medium mode. And then I'm like, oh man, just stick to it, man. Just stick to it. Give it a week, maybe. Because otherwise, you won't learn. So eventually I will try this with Rizla or Clark's, you know, something that's more locked in with a hard bumper style. Let's see how that goes. But so far, for the actual cruising and the carving and the flowing, it's good. It's good. You know, it moves nicely. Also because of my nice PSI. I can see the benefit on off-road. Just to me, with riding a certain way, you know, it's very counterintuitive. It doesn't feel natural. It feels a bit dangerous, and then it's like, oh. Like, so a little slope. Makes sense. It might not even be that the wheel is shifting, it could be that it's just not yielding. Because otherwise in the first firmware version, even the medium and the hard mode will yield. You know, and it will yield in that direction. It will yield in that direction. Here, maybe it's just like staying totally flat. I felt that yesterday when I got on Luca's MSS. And he got on my MSX and he started treating my MSX like it was an MSS, because that's what's in his brain, you know. And I was just like, oh, I didn't know you could do that on that wheel. So, like, really? He took a couple of spills, you know, got some high amp overleans and some burnouts on grass and stuff like that, but he was going up like some pretty killer slopes, you know. Just doesn't care. Just doesn't care. It doesn't have that part of the brain, you know, that keeps us alive, but he's alive. So we rip it up the hill. Pads come to need to, so you're not falling off the front going up. And the soft mode on the accelerated stability, that's actually a decent soft mode. It's a slow, similar to the classic Darkway soft mode. So if I could like have everything in the same firmware, then sure, you know, then it's just like a flick of a button. Because I wouldn't mind doing the soft mode and speeding, you know, but the hard mode felt like a bit much. And this is on a flow config. This is like on a cruising config. You know, but the Frank pads have some give to them. Well, so do Grizzly pads actually. They do have give to them. They're soft. They're soft and they have a split. That it's not totally hard. But yeah. This is like avocados or olives or butt sex. Not in my butt, but not in my butt. In the other butt. There's so many surprise trails here. Try new things, Give them a chance. Like, I immediately dislike this. No. Eat the fried squid. Learn to appreciate the texture of plastic and rubber. That just means they screwed up the squid. It's like, no. Learn to appreciate that sirloin steak. The texture of a boot. No, they made it well done. They shouldn't have done that. That's not well done. That's badly done. So yeah. Feels like a different wheel. Before, when I did this, it would actually feel like it was throwing me forward and back. But after riding on the medium mode now, and not having that super fast soft tilt on the first firmware, is this a don't enter sign? No, that clearly said please enter. It's a please enter sign. I'm on my toes now. Can I fix that? Can I get my heels down instead? I don't have to be on my toes. I have the shin section. Just bad programming. What is this part of the hill? Aha, okay. I see. This we haven't gone up. And I doubt we will. But let's see who will be the first to drop their master down that hill. Oh, there will be bungees. Everybody's gonna start having their wheel tied to them. Then you can fall together as one unit. It was colder than I thought it would be. This was a mistake. I should have worn full finger gloves. So yeah, it's easy enough to find this place. They have their own spaceship. This looks interesting too. Oh dear. I see you, Mr. Potato. Here, dear. Here, dear. If only Adam were here. Oh, look at deer. Oh, look at that ass, though. A deer ass. Yeah. Down with it too. So going down again, since the wheel isn't yielding backwards and almost feels like it's pressing into my calves, then I don't have to lean as far back to brake. Which even means that I should be able to do yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I gotta remember to use the pads, not just my feet. Because normally I'll just use the middle of the pads. And then I'll just do the rest on my feet. And I do like all my acceleration and braking with my feet. So I have to start using these bumpers, which means I'm gonna have to reconfigure with the Grizzly, because the Grizzly I wear very far forward as well. Here now I'm working with my shins. Could accelerate up. Accelerate. I'm glad I stuck to it. It's something. Getting to this terrible dream hill that I fell up the other day. Next time. So in the end, we simply get acquainted with a feeling. And then we can have like an adversity to other feelings because it doesn't feel safe, right? But yeah, I'll stick to this accelerator stability mode for a while, and maybe later this week I'll slap on a helmet and slap the ground. Try the beeps, see how that goes. There's supposed to be a bit more headroom on this. Lower beeps earlier, more headroom. Let's hope so. Working. Let's listen closely for any grunting. No, it's cool. Cool. feels smoother. The whole firmware. Lost some foot position on those drops. That's a pad config thing. But yeah. I barely made it up. Barely. Need to push a bit more. More. Oh man. Baby steps. Can't complain. Feels good. 25 degrees. Going up. 25 degrees, going down. 25 degrees, going up. 25 degrees, going down. 35 degrees. See y'all in hell. Yeah. All good. Don't fall off the edge. All good. All good. It's cool. Good times. Joe. Give me a cup. What a joke. I was at High Valley, and then you gotta juggle 1,000 people, and look at this. Whole park to myself, man. Whole park to myself. Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord. Oh no 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 no. I knew I was coming in too hot. Coming in hot. No talent style even. No talent style. Oh yeah. I just remembered. I got low tire pressure. Be gentle. Be genital. Straight out of Bresnak. Ah, fuck, it didn't work.